Yeah. Camera ass 25.
So after the show, we still have to talk about the gala, right?
Here we go.
Yeah. Yes.
So we got to do that after.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure that all are in agreement.
What's going on, people? Yes, we are. How
Oh, snap, we live.
Welcome to the dark side. We're going to have us interesting topic today. But first, let's get our introductions in. We got the man on the couch over there, chilling, Trav. We got baby bro. He back there in the cut. We got our tech genius, Mr. IQ.
Yes.
Always heard, never seen bitches. We have a special guest today. He's an actor, among many other things. His name is Christopher Bowman. We're going to call him Bowman.
Yeah.
Because we got two Chris's today.
Yeah.
And there can only be so, Mr. Bowman.
What's up, y'all? I've been a big fan of you guys since February. Want to put that out there. So it's definitely a privilege to be here.
Welcome.
What's up?
All right, next to him we have not so aimless aggression because he's working on the job. He's in classes.
But
He missed a week.
today, oh God, I'm so mad.
Okay, but then still, he will always be mad. Miss Raphael Pujones.
Did you just?
My bad, dog. It slipped. It slipped. It slipped. It slipped. Next to my left, we have the gear grinder, Christopher March.
I got you for y'all.
Okay. To my right, we have the petty one, Asaya Bussy.
I am that shit, child. If you don't like it, fuck that and fuck you.
We have to my far right, Lord Vader Cole.
Oh. Hello, Lord. I am your father.
Nah,
We also have Mrs. Cole sitting off in the background, so I'm pretty sure we'll have a
Charity
chime
chime.
in.
Charity chime. We're going to have a charity chime in.
Hey, I like that. Hey, IQ, did you catch that? Did you get that? Yeah.
So it'll actually come on when charities. Eerie ass Twilight shit.
Okay, first order of business. I have to wish my wonderful, beautiful mother a happy 64th birthday.
Happy
birthday,
birthday, short
happy
Cassie's
birthday.
mom.
What?
That's
Happy
this
birthday,
short fuck,
Mom.
You gave birth to this short, black, rusty. Thank
Hey,
you.
hey.
Happy birthday.
I'm gonna tell you what
Hey,
my
and
mama
he
say.
don't do no work.
Back the hell up off my baby.
And he don't
That's
do
what
no
my mama
work.
say.
You know why she gonna say that? Because I was casting a shadow on you short of that. Fuck you.
He don't do no work.
You didn't
He
hear that,
don't
my
want
mama
to
say.
share his church ninjas.
He don't
That's
do no
right.
Yeah,
work.
tell him to share his church ninjas with the rest of the family.
He don't do
We
no
need
work.
the church
He don't be doing no work at his job.
He don't do no work at
Oh
nobody's
my
job.
God.
And he was inciting sin last night. You would.
Oh,
You
oh
would-
my God.
I was not.
So
No,
disappointed.
Ronald's
Yo.
mother, let me tell you about your son.
You tell him
you
this,
see
son.
your son, I just need you to say 2 words and then watch the expression on your innocent, short, black, crusty motherfucking son's face. And those 2 words, Ronald's mom, what is your mom's name?
Her name is Edna Wheeler.
Say again?
Edna Wheeler.
Miss Edna Wheeler, because I don't want to call you Ronald's mom. Miss Edna Wheeler, next time you see Ron, your son, this man sitting to my right, say, hey, Kool-Aid. All I'm going to say.
I make Kool-Aid
I make picture after picture. Da, 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 da. I make Kool-Aid for the family.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Dark Side Recordings. 2025.
Straight at you.
Alexi is laughing her ass off. The Kool-Aid. Yeah.
So, we're going to touch some nerves today, people.
Oh,
Our
touch
topic,
nerve?
yes, we do. Hopefully we don't get too deep and Facebook start interrupting us again because they got us like that last time.
Yeah.
We gonna talk about should our children be the most important thing in our lives. Me myself, I'm long, hard, solid no. I say no because you put them to the point where they expect shit from you. Participation trophies. Just because you do it doesn't mean you get rewarded for it.
Say that one more time, son.
Just because you have asked do something does not mean you get rewarded for it. Children should not be rewarded for doing what they're supposed to do, just as parents should not expect to be rewarded for being a parent. Children are entitled nowadays. They expect handouts. They don't work for them. I see it every day at work. They have no respect for elders, and it's all because they are made to think now that they are the top shit in the families. Because they don't respect you, so why would they respect me? Or any other adult? I read an article by John Rosen, and this is what sparked my topic. He said that that's a problem as to why children are the way they are. And
shout out to Stephen Lamar. He sent me that article.
okay, yeah.
Happy late birthday. Damn
Happy
Virgos.
belated birthday, and enjoy your vacation.
You drink some Kool-Aid.
That's good. That's cool. Because I appreciate that because he brought a really sore topic. On Facebook one time, I'm out in the yard. I got my son pushing. He's 10 now. Every 2 weeks, we get in the yard. He's just alone. I put it on Facebook. People lost their damn mind.
Child labor.
I'ma call defects. Why is he out there in that heat? Yada yada yada. So, of course, I proceeded to go in and to let you know that while your children where they are, my children work for shit. My children wash dishes. They clean their own room. My children will not raise their voice at me. They won't cuss at me. Just like I won't do mom. When I cuss in front of my mama, I apologize because I'm not finna do it.
I don't cuss in front of my mom. Well, I do on Facebook.
It slips.
That don't count.
But it's ridiculous to the fact where parents are now considering what the child wants. If I say it all the time, if you and your children never mad at each other, never disagree, you're not a good parent. Because ain't no way in the fuck what's best for a 7-year-old knows. No, I'm an adult. I know what's best for this 7-year-old. And no, you can't have candy for breakfast, even though he think that's fine. No, that's not, because I'm the parent. That child, no. I mean, you have to
Dad
be a
is
parent.
great. He gave us chocolate cake.
Broken down to become a healthy and nutritious breakfast.
But yet and still,
It has eggs. It has
if
milk.
you're my child and I say you're not going to eat it, what the fuck are we talking about? There's no discussion.
What about children?
So you're saying the child doesn't have a choice?
No.
Damn sure don't.
No.
Not in my house.
Why?
Why? I
So
think
I pay.
children are separate and individual beings, and they should have
They
a voice,
are,
and they should
but
have
as
an opinion,
long
and they
as-
should have.
As long as I feed, I house, I clothe, if I decide to respect their opinion, I will. But other than that, I'm not asking you anything. I don't argue or go back and forth with a child.
So they can't speak their mind.
No, unless I allow them to.
That
That's the
sound
problem.
like control. That sound
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
That
I
sounds
control
like
my
you-
children.
Hey, that's not control.
My children go
That's
anywhere.
being
I
a
have
parent.
never. I got a
You know what I'm saying? That's you
23-year-old.
being a parent.
Yes, I got a 23-year-old, a 19-year-old, a 10-year-old. Never, ever, ever once had someone came back to me and say, your child was off the chain. They always say, your child is so mannerable. I ain't never had no problem keeping him because they're so good. Because they know I don't respect a goddamn thing different. And it's consequences if you don't do what the fuck I say. Period. That's the problem now. My children get, I tell people all the time, when my children graduate high school, you got to get the fuck out of my house. I'm not putting them out, but I have prepared them to leave my house when they graduate high school. College, military, something. You're going to make some steps toward being successful in your life. You can't do that under my roof. That's why I have discipline, respect, because I'm preparing them for what's coming. And that's what these parents are doing. They're making them think that everything is going to come to them easy, and it's not. It's not. I used to tell my son all the time, children going to be children. They're going to disobey. They're going to have their moments. I used to tell my son all the time, life going to slap shit at you. When you get out there, he's 17, 18. When you get out there and think you know everything, all this shit I'm drilling in your head is going to come flooding back because life going to slap this shit at you. He wasn't in college 2 months. He called me and he said, Dad, all that stuff you said, I see why you was doing it. He was the president of the freshman, junior, senior class. He's an alpha man. He graduated from college, cum laude, because I established rules. He followed those. If not, there were consequences. Children have no consequences. The worst thing when I was in school, I wanted any teacher, anybody to say, I'm going to call your mom. That ain't a problem no more. Children will tell you, my mom ain't going to do nothing.
That was an ass whooping.
Yes.
Back in my time.
Yes. That is a problem that children don't fear anybody. I'm going to call the police on you. I tell my children all the time, you're going to have to leave with them. Because you can't stay here, you call the police on me. I don't abuse my children, period. But if an ass whooping is needed, ass whooping is given out.
Hold on, I got an angry viewer.
Okay.
Already? It's only 5 minutes. This,
Y'all got 45 of them right now.
We forgot something.
Right.
Hey, can I say what this is like?
One second. Hold on. Let me do my, I have to do my due diligence.
Sidewalk, this shit.
Hey, I had to put on my official voice.
Please do.
Good evening, America. This is your boy, Chris March, and I have to do my due diligence. So I will say, the views and opinions that are going to be expressed during this show by Ronald Bueller may or may not coincide with the views and opinions of Live from the Dark Side as an entity. They are the views and opinions of Ronald Bueller himself, unless we agree. Can I have a consensus, gentlemen?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
All right. So we have done our due diligence, so the laws can't come for us.
Okay.
Wait. That disclaimer does actually apply for Chris Marks, Man Coker Jones, Masai Bussy,
Yes.
Lord Vader Cole, IQ, Lil Grub, Man on the Couch, Miz Cole, and Bowden. I believe I covered everybody.
Yes.
All right. Now you may continue.
All right.
Okay. Hello, angry viewer.
Hello, angry viewer.
Miss
Thank you for watching.
Miss Tanisha Thomas says she works her
Ah.
mind around.
Tanisha, she was supposed to show up last week and she didn't. I owe you no such apology. Said you were going to be here and you weren't. Moving on.
Tanked. TANKED.
All right, but no, on the real though. Nazir said, well, no understanding of the consequences of action unless we teach them.
And it's not being taught. I agree. It's not being taught. I say it all the time. If somebody does something and it's not corrected, they're not going to think it's wrong. So if a kid go around taking stuff and nobody telling him that it's wrong, okay, well, we
What
got
happened?
So,
I want to know.
I'm sorry, Chad, we forgot about you, bro. But I
We ain't
got to
forgot
address
about
this thing. We have a comment, right?
I want to
We
know.
have a Miss Regina Lynn. When will y'all have women? Oh, I'm sorry. When will y'all have women on the show?
okay.
Oh,
Okay, wait a minute.
Oh,
Give us
I'm
Give
going
it
to
up.
say this right now. Last week, all throughout the week, I made videos, I made posts, we all made posts asking for women to come and join us to put their opinion on the show. No one, and I repeat, zero, zip, zilch responded. Well, no, one person responded, which was one of our angry comments, and she ain't show up. So just to be fair, Miss Regina, and I'm not trying to give you no attitude, just being honest. Just to be fair, we tried. Ain't
Y'all
nobody
failed.
That's
No,
why I'm so
no,
glad
no,
Miss
they
Cole is
failed.
here. because she will be our female point of view today. Thank you.
Charity chiming.
Okay, we also have another comment.
This comes from Ms. Wheeler. She said the
Okay.
relationship between parents and children should be respected from both ends in order to get results. You cannot be your child's friend, but they should know that they can rely on you as a parent.
Yes.
Once that relationship is established, you will see results that you strive for. I strongly disagree.
Okay, I'm listening.
Strongly.
Strongly.
He strongly disagrees.
I do believe there's different parental methods.
Right? I do agree.
You understand what I'm saying? I believe just from my point, because the way I am, you know what I'm saying, me and Pops, we chill, but it took us forever to get to this point in our life where we can actually tell, I can actually tell my Pop I love him now. You
Okay.
understand what I'm
Right,
saying?
Right.
But due to the past experience, my Pop, I looked at him as fear, which is good. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But the most important shit that I needed to really talk to him about, I couldn't talk to him about.
Okay.
For the simple fact, well, I always had this one demeanor. He never was an emotional being.
Okay.
So I got this one demeanor. So now with my kids, you know what I'm saying, I try not to give them that one demeanor. I give them that, all right, look, cool, blah, 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 blah. This is what I'm expecting of you. We can kick them with the bobos, whatever the fuck it may be. I got some good kids. I got some
Right.
good
And
kids.
I agree.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily that you can't be their friend because shit,
But
it's almost like, okay, I'm gonna go.
Okay,
I'm gonna
hold
go
on.
smoke. I'm gonna go smoke with somebody down the street. You know what I'm saying? Then possibly like, well, why you ain't come? I can't come tell you, Pop. I think I want to try this
Okay.
because you're gonna be like, well, fuck you.
Okay, well,
No,
let me
you're
ask
not
you
gonna
this.
do it.
Let me
Well,
ask you
wait a
this.
minute. You can't. How do you know what he's gonna say if you haven't asked him?
When Pop, when you put your foot down, it is what the fuck it is, right?
It is what it is.
Thank you. That's it. That's all I'm saying. That's
But-
what I'm saying.
But I'm saying at the same time though, you can still.
Okay.
And from
It-
my point of view of how we grew up, our parents were taught, we were taught, do as I say, not as I do.
Right.
So that is something that we have to take into perspective from the times we're raising our kids. So, hey,
I mean, yeah, but that's
all of us turned out all right.
that's respect though. That's respect.
With mad anxiety problems.
What's up, Miss Bailey?
I'm gonna
What's
say
up, Miss
this.
Audrey?
I'm gonna say this because for a very long time I was on the wrong thought process of the shit, on the Travis process of the shit, thought process of the shit too. When me and Cole ended up getting together, we had this big ass fallout, big fucking fallout, continuously about the way that the discipline of the children should be had. It's not the same for everybody, and it's definitely one thing that I learned after probably about the fourth blow up about the shit was that the shit is not the same in every region. It's not the same with every people, and it's definitely not the same in every region. We live in the South. Damn near everybody in here is from the South. And that is mostly our thought process in the South of how it should be done. However, most of those west of New Mexico have a completely different outlook on that. They have the outlook of, and it made me think when I actually sat there and thought about it after the fourth time. Children do have a voice. Can their voice be heard? Yes. Should their voice always be heard? No. However, you still have to a certain extent, respect the child for their voice, because that's the point in time where, especially being a child, those are the times where you find out who you can and can't talk to.
But you respect the child who respects you.
Exactly. That's
what I'm saying.
and that's the part that
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be established.
Hold on.
Yeah, but that comes automatically. You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10. I'm saying
Yeah.
9. Hold on, Charity, chime in. 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10, that comes automatically based on, especially if you're coming from a blended family, okay? Based on how the parents of those children before they became blended disciplined those children. You see what I'm
However
saying?
common.
He realized that some of the way. I'm sorry, dear. Here you go. Here you go. Go ahead, man.
However
Continue.
However common.
And y'all say black love don't exist.
Lying fuckers out there.
That shit, as far as what Charity was saying, doesn't come as automatically as people like to think, especially on a blended family. The only thing that I'll put it to you like this: I had to bust my ass to get the respect for BJ and Chance. I didn't have to do shit except for be there for damn Trey when he was born. There's a difference there. And Trey, even though Trey has that fear, Trey still does some fucked up shit because he's 8.
Children.
But he's 8 and it's expected.
But there are consequences to that.
But there's consequences to those fuck ups. Go back to BJ and Chance being 8 and 9, and I can honestly say this: the consequences wasn't when she was on the road. The consequences was the same as what Trey would get right now, but after the blow ups and they are not the same. Like, it would take, if I kept saying some shit to the kids, BJ and Chance, it would take for her to be already pissed off or already in a bad mood for her to be like, all right, fuck this shit, stop this shit. And that's the shit that I be looking for. I be wanting that shit. Most time it was, Cole, I need you to do this. Cole, I need you to do that. I need you to calm down. And I understood where she was coming from. And that is based off of how she was raised, because she wasn't raised under that fear like that. You know what I'm saying? She was raised as the respect that my voice is heard and I can say what I need to say and I can express my feelings and there ain't no repercussions about my feelings because can't nobody control my feelings, which I understand that. However,
my feelings were not disrespectful.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I was not one of those type of children or young children that disrespected their parents.
On the flip side of that,
my mother and my father gave me the respect to be able to say how I felt about something, because I am a person as well. And when you have a child that has all these pent up emotions because they can't express themselves, then they can't come to you. And what ends up happening is, they'll do whatever you want them to do due to the fear. But once they walk out the door, you want what you set in stone to carry with them when they walk out the door. You don't want them to change into a different person.
I hear my children out. I do.
I don't know. The wife just said that you're the funny one.
And I
am. So the wife said it's right here. It's right here.
See that.
It's right here. It's like what it says. It was like
I am. Because my children mind like they should.
However,
right there.
And this is the thing, especially in parenting. Since we have a blended family, I did not know, and this was my first time, blended family, I did not know that he was looking to me to co-sign what he was saying, because he's the man. So I would only say, hey, you need to maybe, you got a lot of aggression, you got a lot of anger. They're not used to being talked that way. This is a different way you can position it to where they can hear you and not automatically be offended. I did not know when he was in those moments, he wanted me to follow him up. But that came with a conversation that wasn't something that we had talked about. And I think that in blended families, that's something that you have to make sure that you have a communication. Like, me and him both discipline Trey. And sometimes he just be like, look, you just wait till your mama get home. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even gonna mess with you. I'm gonna let you do it. I don't like to say we tag team, but And the other day, Trey got a spanking before he went to school.
It wasn't by me.
Before.
So, okay, let me ask you this. When you talked to him and told him, hey, Cole, did you do the kids the same way?
Hey, Cole, did what?
When you were saying, hey, Cole, maybe not talk to him so harsh, maybe this, did you go and have the same conversation
And
with those
that's
kids?
why we had to do it continuously.
No, I did not.
See, so
I did not. Because, and the reason why I did not is because I always look at it, even to this day, if you are the parent, you need to take full responsibility because you are the adult.
But
Even though I'm the adult now, when it comes down to my parents and if we get into it about something, they need to take full. If I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. But I feel like you as the elder and you as the parent, you need to take full responsibility to making it right.
But, okay, like you said in the blended family, do you think that when you didn't say anything to them, they come in listening to mom? He's coming into y'all situation. You see what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So if you're not co-signing with him, don't you think that makes them feel like, okay, my man said it was good. She talking to him, telling him what not to do. So I'm good with what I do. You see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but the thing about it is
We've had that conversation.
we had that conversation, and when I realized that, because hey, this was my first, putting on the training wheels.
Right.
When we realized that,
It was a learning experience.
then
for all.
it was a learning
It only
experience.
has to be.
However, the conversations that he and I had, we never had in front of the kids.
Oh, yeah.
So they would
Yeah.
not necessarily see me and him having those conversations about something that transpired. That was the one thing I knew not to do, because then that would make him lose all credibility.
Right. I feel like the simple fact that you didn't co-sign, this is how I feel, that you didn't co-sign with him, told them that it was okay that they don't co-sign with him. You see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, and I can completely
we
understand
had
how.
that conversation too.
I can completely understand how you feel that way.
This is what it's going to boil down to. For young men, it takes a man to raise young men, and women to raise young girls. Of course, you're going to agree with how men discipline young boys. Of course, you might disagree how men discipline young girls. That's why it boils down to women should discipline young girls, and men should discipline young men, because it runs totally different.
Not discipline your daughters.
I'm talking about in blended families for simple fact, because as us being minorities, I'm sorry, we're already loose. You know what I'm saying?
No, when I was married, my two daughters that I still consider my daughters right now, special and solid, I disciplined them.
But I understand what you're saying, but from my perspective, I agree with Cole, how you say you have to discipline men differently, man.
Exactly.
Because if not, you have these little knuckleheads just running around here doing shit like the dude in Smyrna or Rockdale, when 3 little boys ran up in his house, he killed all 3 of them. I'm sorry. If they was at home, if they had parents, there was actually being parents instead of their fucking friends, the 3 little kids would still be here today.
All right.
We're going to go back to Chris March.
All right. Well, one, to add to, to say something to what Travis said, I slightly disagree. Now, I have been one that says it does take a man to raise it takes a man to raise a man and a woman to raise a woman. I will say that to an extent. But that is not to say that a woman cannot raise a responsible adult man. But there is a difference between what is a responsible adult male and what is a man. And what I mean by that, there are, certain cues. There are certain cues and certain things that go on between men that women usually don't know. There are certain looks that we have when we give each other. Women don't know that. There are certain ways we shake hands. There are certain ways we greet each other. There are certain ways we talk to each other. There are certain ways we look at each other. Most women, I mean, there are some that know, but in general, most don't. So to say a woman can't, technically, yes, a woman can't raise a man because she's not a man. So, and vice versa, the same way, because the same thing happens between women. Women have whole conversations without speaking. You feel me? Like, they'll see each other, and there's a whole interchange. There's been a whole exchange just seeing each other.
Yeah.
That we don't know nor
Don't have
understand.
a damn clue what the hell just
The
happened.
same thing goes on between us, and those are things that we cannot teach. So, like, okay, I can't teach a daughter to understand those interactions because, hell, I don't know those interactions. And just like a mother can't teach her son those interactions because she would. But that doesn't mean they can't raise a responsible, well-mannered adult, if you get what I'm saying. That's that. Now, to add a segue to this conversation, because I feel like we've provided a pretty decent baseline as the opinion for most of us as to how to properly raise children. Would y'all agree? That's what we've been discussing so far. But the real point of the article was, should children take precedence over your relationship? Do children come first, or does your relationship become first? And my opinion is, as much as men, and see, this is a thing where a lot of parents go wrong. Parents always say children come first. And to a certain extent, yes. But one, we'll even go with, for those that are religious, we'll go with the Bible. No one comes before, especially if you're married, we'll go with married. No one comes before your wife. Not your child, no one. No one comes before your husband, not your child, no one. You raise your children to grow up and lead, whereas your wife or husband stays with you for the rest of your life. Those are facts. Now, that doesn't mean you don't sacrifice for your children. That doesn't mean you don't do the best you can for your children. That's not saying that, but who comes first in your life is the partner that you have helping you raise that child. Y'all must agree with what comes on, that goes on between the children after that. But once again, like I said, you raise your children to grow up and lead. Whereas the partner you have chosen is going to stay with you the rest of your natural life if everything works out the way it's supposed to work out. So in response to the article, and once again back at the segue, right? Children should not come before your relationship. Now, you are supposed to work out whatever issues y'all may have amongst yourselves or whatever, however you want to decide it, and then you deal with your children. You don't let your children take precedence over what's going on, because let's face it, there are people who have let what their children do destroy their relationship amongst each other just because of disagreement.
Can you expound on that?
Interject right there, Chris March. Lexi Sapp said that there is no one size fits all when it comes to parenting.
There isn't.
That's true.
She's like saying that she didn't even know how to teach her son how to shake hands properly, shake a man's hand properly. So
well, I mean, you know, most women don't necessarily know that. You know, once again, just like they have full exchange when they enter a room with each other, men have a full exchange when we shake each other's hand. That when you shake another man's hand, that automatically tells you a lot about that man.
Exactly.
Depending on how he shakes your hand, depending on if he looks you in the eyes, depending on the firmness of the handshake, all those things tell you a lot about the person you're dealing with. And of course, just like we don't know all the interchanges that happen between women, most women didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So
I knew that.
Yeah, I got 2 points.
The women can walk in the room and smell the air and be like, I don't like that bitch.
Okay, first and foremost,
Exactly.
Jeremy chime in. I do not do that.
Oh my God.
I do not do that.
But you probably do it in your head.
I do not.
You probably don't say it out loud.
I do not.
So
She
you
does
say
it.
that you
I do not.
feel the
I'm just saying, certain women don't do that.
Hold
I said Charity
on.
chime in doesn't.
I'm gonna say this. And it's one thing that I've
Miss Miller
always
said, that's me.
I've always said something. I've always told this. She is a rarity. She is an exception to a whole lot of rules when it comes to women. No, that's just real. Shut up. Shut your ass up. Shut up. You too
hey,
cute. Don't
like,
start
you have like
that
the sound.
Hey, hold up. Q, give me
I
that.
had something to say.
You play the sound.
Give me that, yeah.
Yeah. I got it. Let me get this on.
Okay, like you want to chime in.
I have very opinions.
Okay.
Number one, the children should set precedence. My children are the windshield of the car I'm driving. Everything behind you, including the wife sitting next to you, is in the present. Those kids are their windshield. If in fact your mother and your father are looking at your windshield, working in conjunction within the car, she's being that fucking side seat driver you hate in your ear, telling you to watch out, telling you to look here, look there. Oh shit, there goes a deer your ass can't see because you got your vision pointed ahead. That child is that vision. if both parents have a focal point on which they're working together, that child will fall in line. Because children often do as they see, not what you say. Fuck what you say when you tell your child, don't do what I do, you do what I say. A child behaves obviously. Look at the social media phenomenon. It's because of shit they see that dictates what they do when they believe you. So if you want your kids to do right, do goddamn right yourself.
Yep.
Yep.
My man.
I feel
I
See
should.
those kids as that future that's gonna be behind. Yeah. Because that windshield is still on the fucking car when you get out.
IQ about to take your organ music, Ron.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So we
we
need to actually realign the dichotomy of how we view that child. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you giving your kids pounds and shit and all other kind of shit and just totally negating the fact that you and the mother working together. You want to know the strongest opposition to a child? Seeing his mother and father work together, even if they aren't together.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, ooh.
That is-
Wait.
Hold on.
And I'm sorry, that is a product of the dark side. Please do not copyright it. I will come after you.
Hey, I'm still scared if somebody say I'm gonna tell your mom about
Yes.
my behavior.
yes.
Oh
Hey,
shit!
hey, that's more down to old school parents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
That's old
Okay,
school.
a lot of us are old school parents around here, but it takes a village to raise a child.
Yeah.
And nowadays, a child does not know a child's place. And
Ooh,
that's part of the
child.
problem.
Can
And
I?
that goes right back to the issue, making them the most important thing in your
Can,
family.
can,
And
can
here's
I?
the second point I wanted to
Okay,
make,
go ahead.
and this goes for something my man on the couch said. Now, a lot of people may have a right or disagreement with the current environment of it being you don't have to be a man to raise a man, you don't have to be a woman to raise a woman. That's totally different from discipline. He said, discipline.
Yes.
I have daughters and granddaughters, and I have never once in my life made my goddamn hand. Never. You know why? Because I will be socially and figuratively programming my daughter to accept a man hitting her. Vice versa, you also program that young man to take them smacks and pushes from a woman who doesn't deserve to be with him and accept it for the norm, because that's how he was raised, that's what he got taught, that's what he saw. Discipline comes in many different forms. So you, when it comes to that discipline, that may become like, say, I want to give a spanking that you deserve and warrant, like you say,
Right.
I do not agree with a man hitting his baby girl.
No. And I have never.
And
Not her mama.
yeah,
That's
something
between
different.
them.
That's something
I have never.
I have to
I,
disagree.
my girl,
different.
I see her mama because,
I have
well,
to disagree.
okay.
Yeah, because I don't.
I'm going to disagree, and there are a few different reasons why I would disagree. I mean, I do get the point that both of y'all are making, and I can see what IQ was saying as far as what could be construed as program. But, for one, what about a single parent household? What if the father, like, okay, we'll use my cousin, we'll use a side over here. What if the father is raising the child and the girl needs this?
Okay, check this out.
But see,
One thing I have learned about my little girl, and my little baby girl, Andrew, the worst thing of all, whether you do anything physically, is for you to see it act of disapproval.
yeah, that's see, I agree with you on that. My
Well,
kids
children
hate.
ain't
My
the same.
kids hate to see. My kids don't want to see me disappointed in them.
Yeah.
If they see I'm disappointed in them, that crushes them a little bit more.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
It
But
does.
now, my daughter, like when I was potty training and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Yo, look, this is what it is. Pow, pop the legs.
Exactly.
See, automatically, she like, okay, I'm disappointing them by doing this, and this was what's happening. Let me adapt. Next thing you know, hey, look, you need to put me on the pot, or you're gonna be down there changing my diaper, whatever. What it's gonna be. All right, so boom, she started to use the bathroom. Never had to lay my hand on her, never again. Until she started smelling herself, and even then, even then, I didn't have to put my hands on her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she swole up at me like she was gonna do something. All I took was that quick. Cool.
I had that
She,
ruler.
she folded like an old wallet.
Ruler, I just popped.
Yeah, I mean, you occasionally gonna have that young woman who's just really
Yeah, she.
is out of pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go, I mean, it is what it is. And there are all different kinds of make up a kid's emotional, setting to where, but truthfully and honestly, for any of my girls that actually see, I blame myself that I was hurting from what they did, impacted them more from any discipline I ever gave.
Exactly. Yes. Wait a minute. So
Even my son is like
so
that.
so
It's
My son
psychological.
can see something or see something disturb me, and he hurts because of the fact I built that bond to where I don't have to be your friend, but I can be your companion.
Right.
Well,
Right.
Hey, that falls.
Just
That falls in the fact that a lot of parents nowadays try to be their kids' friend instead of their fucking parent.
Can I chime in?
Yeah.
Yeah, try it.
absolutely.
All right, so what's up, y'all? My name's Bowman. I've been an actor for about 15 years of my life, and I was also raised by a single mother. Now, I did have a stepfather that was in the military, which was trying to be my drill sergeant. And I think that he instilled a lot of good values into my life, but at the same time, as an adult, I have an anxiety problem because of it as well. However, I do for my family. I am a man. I consider myself, I go out, I make that money, and also I can't forget to show sensitivity because I have a step granddaughter that's 1 year old now. Now, when I first, I also have a grandson, which is like 3 years old. And once I first started to pull off my belt and whip him, my wife was like, "You can't do that." I know that's what happened to you when you were a kid. That's also why you're so fucked up. So it's a two-way street, but at the same time, I think the dynamics for the single mother, I respect her more because she made it more manipulative as far as taking away what I liked as opposed to using that fear. Now, I do respect the fear, but at the same time, now as a man, I will never be like my stepdad did towards me because I know the negative is a lot worse than what the positive is. The way I came out right now was due to my mother getting into my head and letting me know that she, she's the one that raised me as far as making decisions and instilling a drive in me, which has made me complete my dreams. And I thank God so much for her.
Now, I don't want anybody to think I'm saying don't love your children. You love your children. You show them that warmth, that affection. But there has to be a line to where your child knows not to cross.
Oh, I mean,
But I love my son. I tell him all the time. We hug, he get in bed, chill out, all that good stuff. But he knows it's a line. He knows it's a line, and he's a child. He's gonna cross consequences.
Yeah, that's what I was
You
going to
have
ask.
to show that love.
I was
Consequences.
going to add to that. Okay,
Right.
everyone has a differing parental style. And just like Ms. Sapp said, there is no one size fits all for parenting. Some people discipline I'll put it this way, as long as there is discipline and
Balance.
consequences for your actions, how you discipline, of course, is up to you. For some children, just that disappointment may work. For other children, you might have to put your foot in their chest. Sometimes it is. I'm just
it
being
is what it
real.
is.
And
It is what it is.
Look,
He came up.
If it's
Look,
necessary,
the ladder
I
is for
personally
definitely
came
for
up
these
in a-
kids today.
I came up in a environment where I feared both my parents, not just my father. I feared my mother. Hell, I got more beatdowns from my mother than I did from my father.
yeah.
I was more afraid, and am to this day, of my mother than I am my father. Now, once again, there's a healthy fear and respect, and I don't believe that there is anything wrong with that because I was not afraid when I wasn't doing anything wrong. The only time I was afraid was when I knew I had done something that I wasn't supposed to, and I was afraid of said consequences. I was not afraid of my parents. I was afraid of what my parents were going to do when they found out what I had done.
Yes.
So that was where the fear is. The fear is the fear of the fear of consequences of your action. You're not afraid of your parent per se, and if you are afraid of your parent per se,
You are
the fear comes from it's supposed to. Let me put it that way. The fear is supposed to come from the consequences for the actions. Some people get the fear directly from the parent, and if that is the case, you may need to reevaluate your actions or how you're disciplined. But if they're afraid of the consequences, like, okay, my children are afraid of me. They're afraid when they fuck up, they are afraid, what is daddy gonna do when he finds out? Are my kids afraid to come up to me and talk to me? Are my kids afraid to come up to me and ask me for stuff? Are my kids afraid to come sit in a room with me and play games? Or do my kids, y'all have all, for the most part, met my children. Very well behaved on all that good stuff. A and B students. But let them act up. You will see a fear in there. You will see a fear instantly into their heart when they've acted up and they figure out dad is going to find out.
And then the consequences.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Is that fear based out of respect, or is that fear based out of disappointment?
I would say it's a combination.
I'll say this. I'll say this because I think
the respect you're supposed to have for your parents and the fear of how your parents are going to carry out those consequences.
Well, I think it's more a level shit. You know what I'm saying? An age level shit. As you're younger, the fear is more out of the consequences. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me because I'm 41 today. And I know that if I do something that I probably shouldn't be actually doing, like driving fast and I fuck around and get in the car accident, I still had that fucking fear of like, as soon as that damn police report come out that I got into a fucking accident and that damn killed myself, my mom's gonna be like, I'm so disappointed in his dumb ass because he know better than that shit. His ass was in the military. He had to tell motherfuckers to not do that shit them damn self. So I got that look, even as a 41-year-old today, year-old man, that little fear and disappointment for my parents.
Hey,
tomorrow I'll be 28 again.
I wanted to allow me to retort.
He said retort.
Oh, retort.
The word of the day.
Retort.
Retort. Everybody say it.
Retort.
Now check this out.
What is the definition?
It's when you offer an adverse conversation or debate of sorts.
Yeah, because the algorithm that you made is stupid niggas too.
Yeah, I'm developing that one too. You scored 5, and it isn't very good. It's 5. And it will be coming out, the equation, to actually accept the smack of this moment. Yes. But,
do you actually want that gorilla paw on your face?
yeah. we, hello America, we must realize there's an essential need for reestablishment of the village. Reason being, I didn't have to discipline my daughter physically because I just had 2 words, big mama. And I take you over there and you start acting up, she gonna line you up.
And see,
Oh, she acted up, going out there and get that switch.
Choose your weapon. Choose your weapon.
And putting children first in your family, they don't have anybody that they feel or respect that way to where, okay, I don't want to see that person when I'm in trouble. There's nobody for kids because we're making them think that they're
Equals.
they're equals to us. And it's
So even if you let me say this. Even if you go the way Greg said, you do put your children first. And you can make that work, no problem whatsoever. Once again, to each their own, however it works for you and your household, make that shit work. But even with that, if you notice the one thing Greg said, that does not supersede discipline. Putting your children first still does not make them your equal. Your child is never your equal. He is not your equal until he is no longer a child. And he has established himself outside of your home. Then you can look upon him and speak to him or her as said equal because now they are sharing the same kind of responsibilities that you are.
I don't know if equal is a good word to use for that.
Well, I mean, okay, when your child becomes 25, right, and he has his own house and his own family, he's living the same life as you. He's doing the same thing. He might not
But
be
he's
doing
not.
it at the same level.
But
as
he's
you.
not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's
How
not.
is he not? Okay.
He's not.
So you telling me your 25-year-old child who has a house and children ain't paying bills, he ain't raising his kids, he's not going to work every day, he's not paying insurance. Ain't that the same shit you do every day?
Just
No.
because-
No.
Look.
Oh,
No.
it ain't?
Because
No. And I'm going to tell you
daddy.
why.
Okay,
daddy.
I'm ready to hear this.
I'm gonna tell you why.
You don't do none of this.
I'm gonna tell you why. So my 25-year-old child, which will make me 46.
Oh, get the fuck
So I'll
out
be
of
46. So I'll be 46, right? If BJ was 25 right now, because since he's the oldest, BJ's 25. He has his wife, he has his house, he has his children. I have my wife, I have my house, I have my children. Still not equal. You know why it's not equal?
Because I'm daddy.
Because not even. And what does that mean? Because I'm daddy. What does that mean? Because I'm daddy. That means that I have 20 more years of experience of life than he does. He is not my equal. There's 25 years. He is 25. He is 25 years. He is 25 years. Hold on. No. He is 25 years behind the power curve. Period. Point blank.
He's 20. He might be 25 years.
There's still
behind.
25 years worth of shit he got to learn.
And then on the fact that 25 years, you know what I'm saying, he's still going to come to you, Dad, for advice. Dad, and I'm like, hey, I'm short on this deal.
I'm not.
Can you help me?
I'm gonna tell you like I tell BJ and Chance all the damn time, and I tell Trey the same damn thing.
You can't say no.
I've been where you at. You haven't been where I'm at. That's the difference, and that's how come they'll never be an equal.
Oh, check this out. Let me say something wrong with Chris right here. Check it out. There can be a critical relationship,
Yes,
but you still have to be the role model.
exactly.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now,
Man, I need to read some comments. We got comments.
I'm sorry. I will not say no to my son.
Okay,
I
well, keep
promise you, I will not. I will
Okay, go
find
ahead.
a way to help my child. I don't care.
Oh, that's different. I
Hey,
will
but
find a way.
Wait a minute.
I would do what I was
Oh, let's get a quick comment. Let's get a quick comment.
Hey, and I don't want him to look at a fair, be unfair in his mom's eyes. But I want, hey, as a man, from a man perspective, if you need this, come to me. Don't go to your mama.
Right.
I'm gonna help you. But
so you're telling me
Yeah.
that your
I'm
child.
gonna tell you, hey, if I have to get my hands in your finances, I'm gonna help you.
So you're telling me, y'all were telling me that your child that you raised to be a 25-year-old responsible male adult that has gone out and had children and gone out and had a wife and has gone out and created a household of his own, you will not see that man as a man.
I didn't say that.
Oh yeah, he
I didn't say that at all.
Wait, don't cut. I didn't cut y'all off. Let me finish my
No,
point.
I was asking you a
So
question.
if you see him as a man, he is equal to you on the terms of being a man. That doesn't mean he is equal to you in every way, shape, or form, but he is a peer. No matter how y'all look
But
at
see,
it.
that's not what you said.
I did say that. I said he was. You can look at him and speak to him as an equal.
He did.
I'm sorry.
All right, now.
Let's get a comment real quick.
When I was a 20-year-old man, I feel some type of way to call home and ask my mom to help me pay my car insurance. You know what I'm saying? Hey, as a 21-year-old man, I feel some type of way to call home and ask my mom to help me pay my car insurance.
But you
So
know you can't.
but I did it, and she helped me.
But it also takes a man to know he needs help and ask for it.
Hey,
All right,
but
let's
as I got older in the sense, it's no not calling home, ask pay for help, pay for nothing. Why? Because I would do without the cell phone to pay my damn car insurance and my car note on my own, so I wouldn't have to call home and ask my mama to help me pay for it.
I'm gonna say this.
Hold on.
It's Raphael's turn. It's Raphael's turn.
Oh, I didn't know. My bad.
Like
I'm all the way on it.
right here. Now, I've been married twice. First time I was married, 2 girls. Second time I was married, 2 more girls, but they weren't my girls. They were
You failed, let go.
biological.
It don't matter.
Travis,
You failed, let go.
Let me explain. You got you.
I know what you're saying, but biologically, they weren't my daughters. But they are mine. They're my daughters because I fell. As far as the parenting and stuff like that, my wife looked at me as a discipline. She didn't, but there's things to be learned. What is that?
What is that? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have been out there.
I don't know what
We
the
got
Huh? Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! No.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh shit! Hell to the no.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Hell no.
Okay.
We had a meeting evacuation right now with everybody now. We just
I
fell
don't know
out,
what's
bro.
going on. I don't see it. I don't know what's happening. But we're gonna try to get some semblance of
Oh
order
my
here.
God. Okay,
Give
I'm
me just a
good.
minute.
I'm back. Hold on. Sorry. I'm going again.
I have no idea, ladies and gentlemen. They took the home.
I'm so sorry.
Okay,
I'm
we
so
gonna
sorry.
read some of the comments.
I'm so sorry.
It's so polite.
I'm so sorry. I'm very
I have no idea what's going on, Charity.
That was so
Hold on,
mad.
America.
I'm so sorry, America.
Oh shit! I got the wrong goddamn shit.
That was so mad posted shit. Oh boy.
I'm breaking down for
They
you.
have rudely interrupted our show.
Shit.
They have showed a manner of unprofessionalism.
We
that
damn
is
sure did
beyond
it.
our
It happens, America. It happens,
And-
America.
Can I finish? Can I finish? Can I
Oh,
finish?
go ahead, sir.
And that is the kind of thing that happens at the dark side. Shit happens, and we have to roll with the punches. I don't know what happened. Probably don't need to say on the show what happened, but it happened. So, being that it happened, that's what happens on the live podcast. Shit goes down, and we have to adjust.
This
I
is
don't
the
even
problem
know
with having a
what
live show.
Yes.
Jerry was like, what is going on? Let me finish my point, goddammit.
Man, rap has been talking. Yeah.
And they still can't pull it together.
We tried, damn it.
We tried. That shit was funny.
This is what happens
I'm sorry,
When
America.
when you mix business
I just happened
with
to see. I
pleasure.
just happened to see something that
This
made
is
me
what
laugh,
happens
and I lost my control.
when you mix
My
business with
apologies.
pleasure.
Okay. You know.
But sometimes shit just be funny.
We only human motherfuckers.
Only human.
Whoa, whoa.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the dark side, people. Welcome to the dark side.
Anyway, to our comments.
Let's go. Hold on. Who got to finish? Go ahead. Go ahead, Pooh. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad, I'm sorry.
Look, I recognize that I'm on the end of the table, yo.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
This, okay, check it. Like I said, I was the discipline figure. Camellia wanted me to discipline the girls, and Raquel wanted me to discipline the girls when it came to them doing wrong. I had to actually let her talk to them and understand, and they got their great spanking with the ruler. So that's where I was like, I think that a man can discipline his daughter, but to the question, your relationship has to go before the kids because your relationship is the one that's going to teach your children the dynamics of how to put a family together.
Yep.
Okay, wrong.
You don't think so?
Oh,
Wrong.
okay.
Why is
Let's
that?
hear it.
Wrong.
Why is that?
How the fuck you have a family without kids?
You can have a
No,
family
that's
without
what
a
I'm
kid.
saying.
I'm talking about this.
No, I'm saying if you have a family,
Right.
the reason this kid should be the focus is to improve your behavior.
The focus, but not come first.
No, I'm saying the reason they come first is to make you behave.
The focus.
If you behave, then the kids behave.
But they shouldn't come
You
first.
know that real circle.
Because if you don't have the connection with your spouse, you can't raise the children.
Oh no, listen to what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna ask you a question. It's mathematics. Okay. I disagree, bro. Which comes first? 360 or 0? 0. No. No, 360. 0 is. Up until that, it's 359.
360 comes around, okay? That matters.
So, I'm not saying you dictate and listen to a kid to control your behavior. You improve your behavior based off the welfare of that child. You change the dynamic of how you behave. That's based off the fact that you want it to be better, that child in your eyes should make you be better. Perfect example. How many people do we know who are on that social media shit, doing shit that kids can see, which is part of the equation I gave y'all last week, that actually make their kid be worse?
And
So
that's true.
if that child didn't make you change your behavior in everything you do, then you are in a bad parent. Because you are demonstrating, like I've always said, number one, if I'm ashamed of letting my child know I do it, I shouldn't be doing it myself.
It works both ways. Yeah.
It's that whole circle of life in that family. But I'm not gonna sit down and be buddy. But here is a difference. In between discipline and communication, these are two different benefactors of your relationship with your children. You can effectively communicate with your kid and talk to them, but no, if you do wrong, I do not want to hear any excuses, because you must accept the black and white. There is no gray area. You knew what you was doing when you did. Therefore, if you're actually in that dynamic of having that communication factor, communication with your kid is not the same discipline.
Right.
But it goes to what Chris Mark was saying, like Vader,
What I do.
he showed his child how to be a man, paying bills. So when he got out there, he would do the same thing.
Right.
And that would not have been so if him and his spouse was not on the same wavelength.
You do realize what you just said was my point. He improved what he was doing to provide a demonstration of how to do it. Thus, the child is the motivating factor to behave in those according fashion that the kid would pick up and emulate.
So it should be a revolving door.
Exactly.
But at the same
You
time,
must
so
yourself
this, so
be better
this
than make a
actual
better child.
question was basically said just to see how parents today rear their children.
And how they view themselves.
Dang.
Well, I still feel you can do everything that has been said here without putting your child before your relationship. You know what I mean? Now, we did have some questions, though.
All right.
Let's get to them then.
Ms. Cole asked,
Oh, shit.
what do you mean by putting them first? What constitutes putting your children before your spouse?
Okay, check it out. My spouse and I, we are one person. Neither one of us is perfect. When you put that ring on, I view the relationship between me and my spouse as us placing our index finger together and our child touching. Our child should not be able to differentiate whose finger is whose with his eyes. So there isn't a me putting her before me, because she and I are equal. The behavior between she and I should dictate how we behave to make it a better product. So when using that child as that focal point, in between she and I, lessens any argument, because it's for the betterment of what's in front of us. Because once we pass, they are what's left of us. So they're still going to be there. That windshield in the car is heavy. That doesn't necessarily mean you treat your child as equal when they're children and they're supposed to be learning. Yet, that child should make you want to be better based off what you're doing. You should change in order to make a better product. Because once again, that child is going to do what they see and not what you say.
But that child still has to be established that that child stays in that child's place.
I think
No,
The place
no, it's
for
not.
the child has to be established. Yes, it's a family group, but the child, that's the problem. The child doesn't stay in the child's place. In a family group, there has to be a dynamic in order for it to work. The children running shit is not how it works. The
No,
children,
running does not mean you're not
Right.
running first.
right. But
That's a different dynamic.
yes, you're doing what you're doing for the children, but
No, it should be all about what you do for your children. Fuck that.
But the
it should
child
be
still
all
has
about
to check.
what you're doing. Everything you do should be about that child, because they are going to exist, God willing, if the natural order of events your ass gonna die.
But they
So
have to know
everything-
their place.
Yeah, but okay, you met my children.
Yes.
They know my youngest son, who's now older, when he's around, he sits quiet and collects. I didn't have to tell him to do that. He watched my behavior. What we do is the biggest impact on how that child behaves. Whether we discipline them, whether we correct them, all of that plays a factor in. The most important factor being, what are we? Okay? And it goes the same way for the rest of the world. You step out there into the world, what you present will almost reflect what you get in return. Even without you saying a word, just like you said when you shake a man's hand, or when women see women, it's instantaneously known that they understand what's going on. I don't have to spank them or beat them or whatever. I don't have to do that simply because, hey, you know what I expect. This is what I expect to show you. So it depends on who you have around the kids also, because we're forgetting one important fact. When these kids go to school, they spend an enormous amount of time around other people. They spend more time on social media and with their friends and in school than they spend with the parents during the week.
Yeah.
So no matter how much you distance outside of the home, that village dichotomy we need to have again, where we intercommunicate, interrange, we get to see everything from a different angle. And the village should also include different ethnicities, different social makeup, different linguistics, different activities. Like, you play football, but how many people you gonna have, you go out there and you see the kids playing, how many parents sitting out there supporting and showing them, you are important in my life. That would actually change them more than any amount of discipline.
And that does change. Them being there.
Yeah.
You can tell the difference of the parents that are there and the ones that are not.
Absolutely.
You can tell the difference.
So that's what I mean. Which one is a greater benefactor to the child?
The
The
parent
amount
being
of
there.
the amount of discipline or the amount of care you demonstrate?
You know what I
And
wonder?
that is the $64 question.
You know what I wonder?
How much is that question?
$64.
$64?
$64.
Ain't
Not
enough for
40?
me to answer.
$64. No,
Okay.
no. You're not in Thotonomics.
You
Not $40.
Yeah,
You know-
just because you put them first don't mean they right.
know what I wonder though? I wonder, was Antonio Brown a good person in his child, in his family? I wonder.
Actually, no, he wasn't. If you look at his history and his background, no, he was not.
Because I'm gonna
Well, no, that's
crazy.
not. Wait, that's
Crazy
not a
motherfucker.
fair assumption because there are
That-
children that were raised under the best circumstances that still turned out to be ain't shit.
Yes, they are.
Can I add a diversion to this conversation right quick? Sure.
Absolutely.
Due to the current element in the environment of the Me Too movement, it's not only just female, it could be male or whatever gender. The fact that that child didn't realize how important they were, how many stories were being told that they didn't tell their mom and dad because they didn't feel that they were put first. And then in some cases, the mother or the father knew of the abuse and did not put that child first.
Right.
Get the hell away from the man or the woman abusing their child
Right.
because that child was not first.
There's a video of a daughter trying to have a conversation with her mom about her boyfriend sexually abusing
Yep.
her.
I saw that.
And the mom is like, get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
You're not about to ruin this shit for me. Period, point blank. And that shit is just sad as fuck. But even without throwback down ways of dealing with situations like that, it wasn't the best way either. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of shit, I don't know, especially in the South, because that's what the fuck I was raised. A lot of that shit is Uncle Jimmy just can't be around the kids. There's no police reports. There's nobody beat his ass because whoever found out or whoever got told or whoever believed it decided that this is what we're going to do about it, and these are the people that we're not going to tell about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as a child, you're going to grow up with that resentment of it because you knew that in situations like that, you was not put first. The family dynamic was put first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so we got a comic, Brother Killer Jones. You know what I'm saying? He out spinning to what my Q was talking about. He was like, if you value immortality. So I was like, collaborate on it a little bit more. He said, Job asks, are we like the plants that die and rebloom? But we are our children's children is our rebloom.
Hey, real quick, I gotta interrupt just for a
You
second.
know,
Hey, Lily.
And we want to thank Bowman for coming. He had to run.
for sure, family
We wanna
first,
thank him
family
for
first.
coming. Okay, go ahead with the comment.
Oh, that was it.
Oh, okay. Well, we want to thank y'all. It's time for us to get in our sessions now. We're going to start because someone has a pressing, libacious issue to attend to. We're going to go with our endless aggression.
Ah!
Allow him to reach.
Retort.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna tie you up between two horses and make them go the opposite way to stretch you out 6 feet tall.
He is retorting the message of it.
Yeah, I am retorting. Say it with me,
Retort.
retort. My endless aggression today. Oh my God, don't go to MCG. I heard that when you go to MCG, you don't come out. Luckily, I survived. But this is what happened now. I was having chest pain, right? So went ahead, ran down to the hospital, to the VA. The VA said they don't have a thoracic team. So for the fact, they went ahead and transferred me to MCG. ASU, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it. I call it a body bag. Now, I go there, they give me 3 tabs of nitroglycerin because of my chest pain. Then they finally found out that I'm a patient. Yeah,
3 times?
That's what they do.
They give you tabs when you say you got chest pain.
That's what they do.
Now, they
How
give
come
me
you
3
ain't smoking
tabs. I don't know.
Lord
I guess
have
it's
mercy. Not that kind of damn nitro.
Nitroglycerin is nitroglycerin.
Period, point blank. There's definitely no difference.
It opens up your arteries or whatever, so blood flow.
Does it explode?
I'd be
No, it
mad.
doesn't explode.
I'd be mad too.
So after they gave me that, they went ahead and gave me some Motrin for whatever pain.
They gave you nitroglycerin, they gave you Motrin.
Loopy. Listen, I'm telling you, they gave me nitroglycerin. Then they gave me Motrin for pain.
I'm done.
I'm sitting up there loopy as a motherfucker. And then they was like, okay, we're going to put him on NPO status because we just found out that he has an aortic dissection and he may have to go into surgery. Motherfucker, did you read the whole report? My aortic dissection is clotted. You need to go and take me for a CAT scan. I'm saying this while I'm loopy. Take me for a motherfucking CAT scan. Put the contrast in my body so you can see whether or not the shit opened up. After they did that, they sent me down. They said they want to go ahead and keep me overnight, right? These motherfuckers had me in a room, transported me over to the corner room where it's like nobody.
The corner room.
I was in that bitch for 19 hours without no food, without no water. I wasn't even hooked up to the drip that he was supposed to be giving me my medicine. I missed 2 servings of my medicine sitting up there with no fucking food. So guess what? MCG, y'all some sons of bitches. I don't like your monkey asses. And I guarantee, oh my God, if I had some real nitroglycerin, I might just go fucking Unabomber when no one's around. I'm not saying that I will, but I feel like it. Because how do you leave a patient in a room And you know what? The sick shit about it is when they came in my room, they came in to get supplies. So I was in the goddamn store.
Oh, wow.
They put
Wow.
this nigga in the closet.
Closet.
Like,
I was a goddamn
I'm up in the closet.
prop.
They got me in the
And you know
closet.
what? They was fucking like walking around me like, excuse me, I just need to get this extra cord for the pump. Bitch, what about me?
They said, fuck that and fuck you.
Understood. So, fuck MCG, fuck the nurses, except for that one that gave me crackers. After I said that I want to go ahead and be discharged against doctor's orders.
Shut up, nigga.
Because y'all niggas is gonna kill me.
You one of them rips.
I went backwards on my classes. All of my shit, all of my progress went flushing down the toilet. Now I'm back, motherfucker. Thank you, MCG, for birthing the Mad Poster one more time. And I'm out this motherfucker.
I got a question, sir.
Go ahead.
How did cracker taste?
It was a Ritz.
Okay, did
It
you
was
talk
a
to
Ritz.
patient?
That was a goddamn graham cracker, and yes, I did.
Okay.
There you grab cracker.
Graham
Graham
cracker. Hey,
cracker.
after I said I was gonna get discharged, graham cracker and a fucking ginger ale, the little one,
Oh, wow.
is what they gave me.
I appreciate you, Nurse Graham Cracker.
So-
Got the ginger ale.
Ginger, y'all niggas, y'all see where this is going, and I'm not going to let you put more of my progress down the drain right about now. Shit.
Okay.
Well, we
Wine
appreciate that. We appreciate that.
Wine tasting.
And here is my shot.
Wine tasting.
We had to go
Wine tasting.
to his Lefacious wine tasting.
Wine tasting.
So, man,
Allow me to fucking retort.
Wine tasting. This was his
We
wine tasting.
tore it.
we're toward
Y'all ain't shit.
Mr. Morris.
Y'all ain't shit.
We will see what grinds his gears today.
Alrighty, America. Peace out, my brother.
Now
Well,
we gotta
once
go
again-
everybody down. Interrupt the whole goddamn show.
Exactly. We gotta feel the cheering.
God damn.
I got it. So,
We
I
gotta
ain't
feel
gonna
the
do it.
cheering.
I ain't gonna do it.
I did it. I'm that
Alright,
shit
so
was
we
fine.
gonna do this week. Apparently, our favorite, one of our, well, I'll say one of y'all's favorite shows came out. And now, because of one of y'all, I once again say y'all's favorite show came out, my timeline has been unfortunately plagued with two things. Motherfuckers talking about power, and motherfuckers talking about who spoiled the power, ended. Power! So one,
What's
I've
power?
done this before. Power's one of them ratchet ass ghetto shows that paints us all as evil criminals yet again. But
Never heard of
we
that.
love it. That's what we all love.
Never
We love
heard
to
of it.
see ourselves as everything but successful.
Never heard of it.
I don't watch the show. I don't watch the show for the very specific reason that it's a bullshit ass show. All the shows that they make for us always paint us in a negative light, so I don't support them with my time or my money.
Never heard of it.
But many people watch it. Many of our viewers watch it. And let me say this, because this isn't the only show that people do this to. There are other shows that I actually do watch that people used to do this. People used to do this with Game of Thrones, Brent Mitchell. Brent Mitchell. People used to do that with Game of Thrones. People used to do that with The Walking Dead. Oh yeah, he shit Brent Mitchell. People used to do that with The Walking Dead or any of the big time shows. If you happen to see the show before other folks see it, why do you have to be such a fucking asshole and put the end of the show or the results of the show on before anyone else can see it? Why are you trying to ruin everyone else's viewing experience?
It's just
Why
like
are you a dickhead? Why do you suck? Why do you exist just to, like, okay, if I go buy a book, right? Let's say I go buy Star Wars, and somebody tells me, what happens at the end of Star Wars?
everybody dies.
Yes, somebody says, everybody dies while I'm on page 5. Bitch, now I don't want to read the book. The whole purpose of reading the book is to enjoy the story. Same thing as a TV show, same thing as a movie. To enjoy the story, try to figure out and decipher what's going to happen, and be surprised by the ending. But then you sorry sons of bitches, you disrespectful motherfuckers, you ugly bastards. That's why your mamas are men. If y'all do this, your mamas are men.
Hey, your
That's
sister
why
has sex
y'all
with
can't
dogs.
have the simple respect to either carry on your conversation in private with others who have seen the show, and you can have your conversations without fucking it up for everyone else. No. Then y'all want to come with the dumbass excuse, well, you shouldn't have been looking. Bitch, it's Facebook. That's what people do. You can't help that when you scroll, you see your dumbass say, hey, the lawyer died. I don't even watch Court Power. I know what happened at the end because y'all ignorant bitches told me.
Is that what that was?
Yes.
Oh,
That's what that was.
Y'all dirty
Y'all
motherfuckers.
dirty, ignorant bitches.
I saw that
Let
shit.
motherfuckers enjoy their TV show.
Made a meme and
Jesus,
everything.
even the stank ass, ratchet ass Power that y'all love. Let y'all enjoy y'all mind deadening ass show. Stop being a fucking asshole. Leave people to enjoy themselves for once. You old goddamn Grinch that stole Christmas ass face niggas. That shit grinds my motherfucking gears.
All right.
If you don't like it, get at me. I dare you.
He is not hard to find, I promise you.
He is
His
probably
name is Chris Marks, and that's what you're going to find on Facebook and anything else.
Come for me.
he in public.
Well, we thank you for the grind of your gears, sir.
They're gonna block you after they come for you.
Mr. Bus.
Y'all should see how I keep facing.
Can we get petty for just a minute, please?
All right, let me get petty for just a minute. Look, brothers, this goes out to my black men. Brothers, look. If you're gonna lead the black woman, you know what I'm saying, be professional about the shit. Don't always be out there running around talking about, I'm gonna go get me a Latina or Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? Much love to the Hispanic women out there. I love y'all. Y'all beautiful, sexy. You know what I'm saying? But black men, Hispanic cannot be your piece. It's literally in her name. It's panic. His panic. They go crazy and then a motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Hey, when they start talking that shit,
ladies, I'm sorry, but y'all just gonna have to eat this one.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because they literally tell you, and they start speaking the shit, and they go too fast, and you can't understand what the fuck they're saying. Look, that's his panic. The bitch crazy. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all think twice before y'all go out here and talk about so y'all finna go get the Latina women. Yo, we love you, Latinas. We love you. But you motherfuckers crazy.
The
You're crazy.
pettiness speaks. The pettiness speaks.
And that's my shit out. And if you don't like it, fuck that and fuck you.
All right, Mr. Lord Vader Cole.
This one of those days where I feel like it sucks being the last one. Because how the fuck I'm going to follow up that dude?
Hold on.
I'm the last one. I haven't done my words with you. I'm hosting. I go last. And-
Absolutely.
Okay. I was looping around.
Because that was.
What we'll do is we'll go with our tech tip. My technicating genius.
Yeah.
Technicalities.
I got two-fold faceted tech tip. The second portion will address the topic. The first tech tip is invest in some paper space. Reason being, you may think you've got your camera. You may think your phone camera is off. You may think your other cameras in your house are off. It's not getting your network on your computer and you set that damn camera back on. Remotely, the outlet you can cut on. Hanger state will apply adhesive that won't stick to the camera and mess it up, put all kinds of glue on it. But it will effectively block imagery. But you can't normally put tape over something without leaving behind adhesive residue. And that's the sticky shit that makes tape stick. The frog tape, easily can be torn and applied to the camera, the devices, in your neighborhood, it's the top of your network, if you left the damn printer Wi-Fi password set at default 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That
And then
makes
all
sense.
up in your business.
Okay.
All up in your business.
That's the first part. The second part being, I want to address the view about if you're a Christian or Muslim or you practice Judaism, you must own your shit.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
Now, relating it to the topic of discussion, in all three of those major texts, there are passages that say at some point a child will lead the way. There is no way for a child to lead if they're not given a front.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wow.
I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying. But you know, one, we're
No, I mean, that doesn't negate discipline.
no. I wasn't. No. I was coming at it. I'm coming
That
at you from a
passage
different.
is truly saying sometimes the child is going to make you improve by you letting them lead the way.
It's all about adjusting and adapt.
Right. Yep. And the reason this is applicable to myself is how many of you people, maybe not out here, but we know somebody, we know the majority of people who do, got this fly ass phone, these fly ass tablets, and your kid ain't got a goddamn
Yep.
Can't relate.
The majority of folks have a better phone than their kids learning to use what is almost assertively going to be a facet of their employment in the future. And we're not equipping them technologically to be savvy. Because you can set a kid in front of a computer that uses Windows or an ISO system, and it will be totally confused because it doesn't work like a smartphone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even how to, why the hell do almost all technical colleges offer a base course on how to work Microsoft Word?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Intro to computers. You must take it for every program you take.
And it's simply because they chose to get a fly ass phone instead of getting their kid a PC
Yep.
you can pick up in a comic shop for $100 to $180. You can get a nice laptop. So
Real
they can
nice
actually learn to use
Real nice
technology.
Yep.
It's going to be in the work marketplace, so they don't have to figure I'm limited to my skills working here or working here because I'm not educated
I have
enough
a question.
to run.
Is that probably more the reason why you notice both Windows and iOS is going to formats that mirror what cell phones look like?
Yeah. But you know the thing. In America, that's the standard. But outside of America, ISO and Windows aren't either.
Nope.
It's Linux, Ubuntu, which is all free. America bases their products mostly in those two systems. But when you actually, okay, for instance, when I was talking to the man host about using that graphic software I use, that's totally different than anything you can get on the phone because it's two processing systems. Now, the Surface and the iPad will allow you to draw and work on graphics. But as soon as you leave America, which most assuredly you will if you become large enough for a corporation, you get into these other countries, the standards are totally different because you're actually using computer systems.
Very wise words.
So it puts us behind the curve. So Tech Tech, please, get your kid a computer.
A PC.
Yeah, teach him word processing, how to fill a type. If it's a good ass job,
How to
you're
use
about.
PowerPoint. How to use Word.
Yeah. And that's my tip.
All right. Well, we appreciate that. Lord Vader Coach, what is your co-factor?
Well, after that, I got 3 of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna touch on
3.
How about the Cowboys?
Oh Jesus Christ! I'm gonna touch on IQ's tech tip on this fact. There is no reason why you are employed and you have a supervisor that you need to teach how to use Microsoft Word.
Say that again. I ain't hear you, bro.
Say a little louder for the niggas in the back.
10-4. There is no reason that you should be employed and have to teach your supervisor how to use Microsoft Office.
What if your supervisor's old as shit?
No. But my grandmother could use Microsoft Office at the great age of 89.
So you think all 89-year-olds can use Microsoft?
Nope, but if you're younger than 89, you should. If
I
you,
know some 60-year-olds that
if you have employment, you should.
not necessarily.
If it says it on your dang on job registration, you should.
Not necessarily.
Or don't apply for that job.
Niggas apply for job with skills they don't have every motherfucking day.
Well, look at our
I bet you
president.
each one of us has done it at least once.
Well, look at our president.
I've done it 3 times.
I did it once.
You hypocrite!
I'm not,
Fact number 2, he is a hypocrite.
I'm not a hypocrite. You know why I'm not a hypocrite? Why? Because I've always known how to use Microsoft Office Suite.
And that's escape by technicality. So you're trying to make a play
Fun.
on words.
Funko fact. Funko fact. Funko fact. 2011, Czech Republic census, 150,000 people marked their religion as Jedi.
I'm a great one.
Ha. Ha.
Damn.
Ha. Petticoat fact.
Oh, we got some pettiness.
I got a little bit of pettiness.
Uh-oh.
This one for all my ladies who are always wondering where the dudes who still buy flowers and shit. When you find that dude who buys flowers, ensure to keep your flowers alive longer. You use the Viagra from that same dude because it keeps it alive longer for a week.
Ah.
You're welcome.
Or you can hang them upside down on your wall.
Nope, I'd rather they use the Viagra. Those are my co-facts, and I am your father.
Nah, look.
Well, thank you, sir. And that brings us to our words of wisdom.
This is great.
Oh,
Okay.
man, people, we got to do better.
Got a little ambulance
Gotta
question.
do better.
Church,
McGee's got grinded.
Oh, Lord.
preach, Bishop
I feel
Don
like I might have
Ron.
been a little petty.
Don
I
Ron.
got a couple co-facts.
Hold on.
I even got a tech tip.
Oh, Don Ron. Do we
I gotta
need
get the
disclaimer?
music.
No, I don't think we need a disclaimer for this one.
No disclaimer needed.
Get the
Disclaimer was
music
given
ready.
pre-show anyway. We're good.
So, I drive for Uber and Lyft.
Oh,
A lot of y'all saw on my Facebook my Uber car. Picked up a young cat, got him a car, said, hey, I rap. I got some music. You want to hear it? I
Here you
said,
go.
Here you go.
I say, sure, why not? I say, but if it's trash, I'm going to tell him. Don't get mad. He said, well, it ain't trash. My shit fire. I said, okay.
That's
so,
the first indication that it's normally trash.
Garbage.
so
what was his name?
I don't even
MC Trash.
Right.
Yeah. I don't
MC
even remember.
hot garbage.
Trash
So-
bag 5.
And the
He
trash
gets in the
truck
car.
juice crew.
That nigga called 36 gallons.
And he proceeds to play his music. Mind you, when we had an iPhone, I didn't have a cord, so he used his Bluetooth. Take card. You can use Bluetooth in your car as well. So he plays his song and he sings every word. His songs had a horrible beat, had more ad-libs than lyrics. And when it did say lyrics, you couldn't understand what the hell they were saying. So when we get to his destination, close to his destination, he said, well, what you think? I say, that shit is trash.
Say it again. Ha ha.
I said, that shit is trash.
Ha
He immediately said, no, you're a hater.
ha.
It's not trash. He said, why are you thinking trash? And I told him my reason. Your reason's garbage.
Ha ha.
You got more ad-libs than lyrics.
Ha ha.
And I can't even hear you when you say your lyrics.
Ha ha.
So he was big mad then.
Ha ha.
He proceeded to say, man, that's the bullshit. You be hating.
Take your time, preach.
I say, you asked me.
Ha
Yo, shit trash.
And I told you what was going to happen.
ha. Ha
He got mad.
Trash.
We got to his stop.
Your car's dark.
And he slammed my door and said, fuck you, get out of the car. So I pushed the car in park.
ha.
And once I go to open my door, this little guy
What-
shot and ran into the house.
What you said then, preach?
I just said, okay.
Ha ha.
If you motherfuckers can't take the truth, don't ask the damn question. If you don't want to know the answer to something,
Take your time.
don't ask the question.
Take your
If
time.
your
That's-
bars is hot garbage,
Accept that shit. And part of the problem is we in a society of yes men. You tell the motherfuckers yes so you can be down.
Take your
Stop
time.
lying to people and tell people the goddamn truth.
Take your time.
So when they go out there, they don't look like no damn fool.
Girl, that dress ain't looking good on you.
Accept criticism for what the fuck somebody's trying to tell you. Just because somebody don't like shit don't mean they hate me. Might be trying to tell you to get the fuck.
Say it again.
Why the fuck we can't just not like some shit no more? Why we got to be goddamn hating and we all this and all that? Why we can't just not like something? So, if you don't know the truth, don't ask the goddamn question. Please don't. Those are my words of wisdom. Accept truth. Don't ask questions you don't really know the answer.
At all. Look at that applause on time.
We want to thank y'all.
Apparently,
here's another tactic. When you leave, you're like, you around your boys.
shit gets fucked up.
Real quick.
Don't leave your shit unlocked.
Okay.
Absolutely
Take
not.
tip. Lock your shit.
Lock your
Lock
shit.
your shit.
Exit out of shit when you get off the
Close that shit up.
So,
Log out.
live from the dark side. We want to thank y'all for watching. Tune in next week. Got my man IQ the Tech Genius. We got my man Chris March with his gears grinding. The Petty Man, the side busting.
I'm that shit to sir.
We got Lord Vader Cole.
I ain't going to be your father tonight because there's other shit popping.
Nice.
Nah,
And I am the words of wisdom. Thank y'all
Church.
for tuning in. We'll see y'all next week.
Take
Shot.
that goddamn shot.
We got to take our shot.
Shot, shot, shot.
Shot. Come on,
Get
shot.
your ass over there.
He's over there responding.
Do the shot.
Shots. And we out.
We out.
Peace.
Yeah.
Y'all have to come see what I do. You have to come.